bí wọ́n ń pẹni tó ránu gbà èmi ló yẹ ń kọ́kọ́ yọjú bí wọ́n bá ń pẹni tó ránu gbà èmi ló yẹ ń kọ́kọ́ yọjú bí wọ́n ń pẹni tó ránu gbà èmi ló yẹ ń kọ́kọ́ yọjú. Oh yes. For your love, for your mercy, for your kindness, for your grace, for your gift, for salvation, for all these years where you they keep me, oh Baba, I come to say thank you, oh, for your love, for your mercy, for your kindness, for your grace, for your gift, for salvation, for all these years where you they keep me, oh Baba, I come to say Actually, what we want to talk about is church choir, church and choir administration. At whatever level that you have joined the church choir, you can.
Hello.
Let's talk about it. Hi, hello. How are you doing?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good. Thanks for joining.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Where are you from?
Hungary.
Hungary. Oh, that's awesome.
Hello, friend.
Hello. How are
Hello.
you? Hi. How are you?
With friends.
Oh, with your friends?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's good.
Do you want to learn Hungarian?
What language do you speak in Hungary? English or local language? Do you have a particular
Hungarian.
language? Hungarian?
Hungarian. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
And
Do
when you
guys
say
speak- do you guys speak,
when you
is it
say hi in Hungary, you say Bosmeg.
Bosnek?
Bosmeg.
Bosmek.
It means hi or hello.
All right, Bosmek.
Bosmeg.
So what would be the response if you say Bosmek?
Bosmeg te is.
Oh, eish.
Te is. Igen.
Me.
All right.
Another word for it is faszom.
See,
Say it.
like German or Hungarian. Yeah, you said Hungarian.
Yeah,
So
natürlich.
it's not difficult to
Yeah, I
learn.
mean it is difficult to learn.
Oh, really?
They say Hungarian is one of the most difficult languages to learn, so
Oh, wow.
it's like Chinese or something.
Oh, Mandarin.
Yeah, Mandarin. We speak Mandarin.
You know, konnichiwa.
No.
Do you watch football?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Barcelona or Real Madrid.
I actually supported Chelsea anyway.
Chelsea, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
But in Spain, probably we've had great players play for both Barcelona and Real Madrid. So I'm in between.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fairs. We're gonna go. So, Bosmeg.
That's fine. Thank you. All right. Thanks once again. Thanks everyone for joining. We are still waiting for Tai Lulu to join so that we can actually talk about the topic of today. We're talking about church choir and church choir administration. If you have at any point, being a member of church choir and you have something to talk about around that side, can you just kindly join and let's talk about it? Choir is very, very important when it comes to church administration. It takes maturity to undo most church choirs, and these are the reasons why we think we can bring someone on live today so that we can talk about what is actually needed to make uh, the church choir to be effective.
Yeah, good evening from this side.
Oh yeah, thank God at the end of the day we have Taye in here now.
How are you, sir?
Bàbá ó lágbára o, ó di fírífírí. I know we are talking to one of the OGs when it comes to church choir, and especially being a choir master and a leader in church choir. So we just want to talk about few points about the that particular department in the church as it is. General stuff like Confessor Nipa about church choir. We are putting it in perspective now, going about your experience, vast experience about church administration, church choir administration. What and what can you say is actually the main difficulties the choir man face in the church, especially what Orthodox churches?
Majorly, every church program, every church choir depends on the leader or pastor that is in charge of the
Mm,
church.
yes.
For any choir to grow, for any choir to succeed, for any choir to make worship very, very outstanding, everything boils down to the leader of the church.
Okay.
Most of the problem we have, while there's always conflict between choir leaders and church, is because of not cordial relationship between the church head and the choir leaders. Now, in most cases, in most Orthodox churches, most pastors wants to dominate and let
Mm,
them see that it is what I want that must happen in the choir. Likewise, the choir master also has his own department. The major problem we face is that most ministers, most pastors don't understand that we are all ministers in the vineyard of God. And the moment we start seeing ourselves as rivals, it makes it more difficult for choir and flow together. This
yeah.
has been a very big, major problem in church
Yeah,
worship.
power tozu between the altar and the choir
It is not
department.
really power tussle, but
Mm,
if you are a pastor and you are being posted into a settings of a choir setting that is very, very well organized and they have a routine how they operate. You now find yourself that you want to dominate, you want to show them that you are very good in music. Most of our pastors don't pass through music training. They don't
mm,
pass through music knowledge. So
mm,
these are the things that really affect the nation of choir leaders and pastors. Now, the thing is that most choir leaders too, what have they done on their own part to study more of the music?
mm,
In a place where a choir leader is not really sound in music methodologies, musical notations,
mm,
there's every possibility that we have problem with it. Especially if a pastor that knows a little bit about music, our pastors don't pass through music training. We choir leaders pass through music training. We are to train them how music is being rendered in the choir. But they, for example, in one of our churches,
good
a
evening,
pastor came.
Anu.
He just
I
wants
can
to
see you. Yeah, go ahead, Baba.
right. One of our pastors posted to my church, because of the little knowledge he had in music. He came and wanted to disband the choir. This is not the way they sing this. That's not the way they do. I said, like a choir leader, I told him, Daddy, I'm not saying you are not good in music, but do you understand the basics and rudiment of music? When you stand your ground as a choir leader and let them understand that no, this is how music is being done. This is how music is being trained. I think it goes a long way. At the end of the day, we are both submitting to the higher authority of God.
Yeah.
And that is the major thing that we are supposed to come and do in the church. So there are sometimes a pastor may say, Spirit leads me that we sing this particular song, hymn. And at the end of the day, a choir has already rehearsed 3, 4, 5 hours on a particular hymn to be read on the Sunday service.
Yeah.
And a pastor now came, the Spirit of God told me, this is the song we must sing. You know, all those things cause conflict between the choir and the church. So like I said, in most cases, most churches or most pastors, if God is going to inspire you to sing a song, always unite with the choir leaders. Tell them, it's the song God inspired me to sing. So you can send those music or notes or signals to the choir leaders and tell your choir members to rehearse the song. Even though if it's going to be in the service, you want to render a pastor wants to render a song that he likes because he wants it to flow with what he wants to do.
Yeah.
You have to use it with wisdom.
Exactly.
Not that you now say,
Not that you just come and
yes,
lord
God
it
has...
over them.
Exactly. And those are the things that cause conflict between leaders and church leaders. In the areas of administration, most choirs are not too structured. Like a choir is supposed to have a constitution where you sit down and follow it. Likewise, making the leaders of the church also know about the constitution of the choir so that they will not go beyond their boundaries. For example, I was on the organ at a particular time, and I was playing a particular tune which the choir have rehearsed, and the pastor had to walk up to me on the organ while the choir was singing that you cannot play that tune because the church doesn't know it. I felt embarrassed. Yes, these are the things we face. And I didn't answer him. I made sure we finished the song. The next thing, the pastor came on the podium and started saying the choir are singing what they like. But that's part of the conflict we used to face.
It's a lot. See, all these things we're talking about people can understand it if they have been in that setting before, especially people who grew up in church and church choir environment. They will understand what this power tussle kind of looks like between choir and church administrators, the pastors especially. Is it the church that should draft the choir constitution, or the choir themselves will sit down and come up with their own constitution? Which one?
Every church or every Orthodox church have their own doctrine, rules, and regulations. So it depends on the type of church that you belong to.
Okay.
Like in the Methodist church now, they have a rotation of choir masters every 4 years. It's part of their constitution, and they have pedigree for choosing anybody who is going to be their choir leader at every 4 years.
Wow.
That is, there must be standard. You must pass through music school or music class or music you must have music qualification to attend that. In some other churches too, we have some that they organize inbuilt music class training for the choir members. So at a particular time, you will be upgraded to be part of the executive of the choir for you to be able to attain a level of leadership. You must have been spiritually grounded. You must have been physically grounded in areas of music. Like in my own church now, we don't do rotation of music director or choir master. A choir master can be there for more than 25, 30 years. So far, he has the qualification and strength to lead the choir very well. So it depends on each church. Each church has their own. Some are 2 years, some are 4 years. Now, the constitution we are saying is not like a law. It's just like a simple doctrine,
like guidelines,
aligns with the church. Yes, for example, maybe in the constitution they might say before you can lead a choir, you must be married, you must be responsible, You must always attend 70% of church activities. You must be versed in music training and music knowledge. So these are the things that is always in the constitution. Before you must come for workers' prayer at 7 a.m. The church starts by 8 o'clock. You must be present for Sunday school. These are the little rules and regulations that, like, it connects with the church rules and laws. Depending, you can't be a choir member now, and the workers' prayer is supposed to start by 7:30, and you are strolling in by 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. That means you are not ready for the day service. You are not attending Sunday school. You are not ready for the day service. In spiritual choir, you must have a time of prayer. You must have time of Bible study. You must also have time of learning music. So these are things that are always embedded in the constitution. And if you want to join the choir also, there are also rules and regulations. You must write an application, like a formal letter, into the choir. They will give you some probation of 2 or 3 months for them to test you. You must be baptized before you can join the choir. So these are the rules and regulations and constitution of the choir.
It's a little bit dicey. Like, I want to put you on the hot spot now. But this question is something that happens in most of the, like I say, new generation churches, whereby we see some instrumentalists who are being paid by the church, and we have some who are not being paid by the church working together. How do you see this in the church administration? How do you see the relationship between instrumentalists who are being paid, who are receiving salary, and those who are not being paid? The relationship between both of them.
Okay, thank you. You have said you want to put me on the spot. Because
I know now, because you know this.
Where I minister, I don't get paid there. I do it for free.
I know.
Now
do your
we
own for God.
we mix things up in our settings, and I will be so very, very frank. Music is a profession in the first place. Music is a profession. I will not go to a music school to go and learn music to the vast level of music, and I attain professionalism of music, and you now tell me that I should come and do it for free. Medical doctors go to school to learn music, doctorate or learn medicine or surgery. Will you tell them to come and operate for free? No. Now, if you take music as a core profession, there's no crime in you asking or charging for the professionalism you want to bring in. We are very versed in nature. You may be fortunate to have talents. I think most of the problem we have in paying instrumentalists or not paying instrumentalists is about talent. You may have talent, and you develop yourself in talent, and you are playing instruments. You may be doing it for free. You may say, wow, I have another job I'm doing. Maybe I'm an accountant, but because I have talent in music, I learned it, and I can play the instrument. You can decide not to use that as a form of wage for yourself.
Like a source of income.
Or a source of income. So in that cases, you may not request for anything tangible from the church or from any church that needs your service. But in the case whereby you make it a profession, you are entitled to collect money for it, any service you are rendering. The mistake churches make is that, God, if you don't want to help us, God will bring in somebody. If God brings somebody that will come and help you, and you are not encouraging the person will leave and go to another church. I used to have a particular testimony I used to give people, but I used to tell people, don't follow my testimony. While I was still very young, I was learning the organ, and I finished school. Immediately I finished school, I was playing for churches all around about that, like that. And a church where I went to play, it was a Methodist church, or Baptist church, I mean. The vicar just came to me, Mr. Good, how are you? We love the way you play. We love the way you conduct our rehearsals. We would like to employ you, and we'll give you 2-bedroom flats. That's what they said. As at that time, they said they will give me 150K monthly. They will give me 2-bedroom flats that I'll be staying, and I will always be available for all services, wherever. I told them I'm not interested. If a young graduate that just came out from university has that kind of a offer, the best thing if I'm taking as a profession is to hijack it immediately. But I told them, I said, no, I don't want to leave my church presently because I am building the choir there and I'm doing it for free. The vicar said, is it the money we want to give you that is small? I said, no, it's not about the money. I am doing it for passion. But if I were to have taken it like a professional at that moment, I will leave my church. I will go where they will pay me. So it's two sides to every coin. If you are making it a profession, you have a right to collect charges for it. But if you are not making that profession and you feel that it's a talent that you just want to render for free, there's no issue with that. But it is in the duty of the church to encourage people like that, except if the instrumentalists decide I don't want. But it's an encouragement because this encouragement helps that person to build people more
Exactly.
who will learn that type of instrument, because you cannot be there forever. Somebody will always come up, and so if you don't see encouragement like that, you will just be saying, well, let me just know what I know. I'm not training anybody.
Like the encouragement you're talking about now. For example, what I understand by it, I want to put it in a very clear picture now. If I'm getting it right, fine. This person, okay. Let's use a drummer now as an example. This drummer we are using, this drummer that plays for us in church, is not receiving salary. He already told us he's doing it for God. But probably at the end of every month, the church can envelope something, no matter how little, to just appreciate the person and say, we know you are not receiving salary from the church, but we are using this to appreciate your talent that you are using to support the ministry. Right? Is that what, am I getting it
Yes,
right? Okay.
yes, yes, yes,
Now,
yes, yes.
if that is it, and we have multiple instrumentalists, we have a bassist, we have all of them like that are not receiving a penny as a salary. They are doing it because they are homegrown. These are people who grew up in the church. They are this part of their family of the church. Can we do it round for all of them like that?
Yes, it now depends on the capacity of the church.
Hmm.
If the church is buoyant enough, you can make them a band.
Okay.
You can convert them to a band and tell them, oh, every month we'll be giving you 100,000. They know how to share it among themselves. And not per se is everything is monetary.
Hmm.
There are sometimes maybe somebody has a challenge, is looking for work, he needs financial support to go to school, or he wants to collect. There are some other things. Not everything is monetary.
Yeah, sure.
So like I said, it depends on the church. For example, in my church there was a particular time I was actually training a boy for saxophone, and the boy was playing and playing. I was training him at a particular time. I just saw that I didn't see him in church again. So I have to look for him. I was training you saxophone. I was training you keyboard. What if you just left at the same time and you are brothers? The
Hmm.
boy just told me, I'm looking for my wife money. I have to go and work in factory.
Hmm.
Okay. Is that the reason why you left? He said, yes,
Hmm.
I want to do WAEC. That boy was like in SS2 or SS3. I said, okay, no problem. How much is your WAEC? She said, 7,500. And I walked up to the church and I told them, church, this is the time you need to encourage the instrument. These are our instrumentalists. We are training. They are not even yet ripe to get there. And I told them, and the church responded. I said, okay, if that's the case, they contributed money for the two or three of them. That okay, if it is for WAEC, so they made the contributions and they helped them. Even at the end of the day, you won't believe that by the time when those boys got to school, they became multi instrumentalists. They couldn't come back to church again. Say, our church is now orthodox, and we can't come back.
Yeah, I
But the
agree
church
now.
has done the church has done its own part.
Yeah,
Even me that
definitely.
I even trained them, I was disappointed. I said, and I fought for you guys. Sometimes you just let go, and
They
let
will
let it
go. Definitely they will
get.
go.
So most of these children, that are growing up to learn instrumentalists, most of them are using it as another additional source of income to encourage themselves to have money.
Yeah.
So such people like that, you cannot restrict them from not collecting money. So I would say in cases like that, church finances depends on what they can do. If it's something that the church can manage, fine. But if it's not something that the church can manage, there are still some other ways that can be used.
It's a long topic, honestly, Baba. It's a long topic that we cannot exhaust everything tonight. But I'm looking forward to another interesting time
Session.
that will bring you on where we can talk more about, because there are a lot of issues we need to talk about. Choir is a very vast department in every church, and the importance cannot be overemphasized. But at the same time, there are a lot of people who are struggling. Some people have been members of the choir, then when they left, you see them, they talk about, I don't want to be a choir. Some people, when they change location and you ask them why can't they join choir, they tell you, I've been there before. I don't think I have energy to continue, probably because of experiences they have. And these are the things we want to really talk about in that particular department. Church as a whole is a ministry, but you see that mini ministry within the church environment, that choir department is a ministry that really, really, really need to be talked about. So, though we cannot finish everything tonight, like I said, we are still going to definitely bring you on board one more time, or I can't say the number of times until we exhaust it. We have to explore this topic to the fullest. Uh, Even here, I'm finding it difficult to like encourage people to join choir. It's difficult. But many people, different experiences, different things that people have experienced, probably from choir member to church leadership to environment and whatever you. But these topics, we are going to take them one after the other. Then we'll talk about them and look for a possible solution to encourage people not to leave church choir at any point in time. Thank you so much, Baba, for honoring the invitation tonight.
I am well honored.
Thank,
Thank you
thank
very
you
much.
so much. It's an honor
I appreciate it.
calling you during the week, and you make it possible to come tonight.
Thanks so much.
We appreciate your time. Thanks everyone who have joined. Thanks for all those who shared gifts tonight. I really appreciate your time. Kindly check all my songs on all streaming platforms and listen to them, stream them, and help the ministry to grow. We appreciate you. Thanks and bye for now.